Hi everyone, welcome back to Identity Code Podcast. I'm your host Victoria Emmanuel, and today we are treating a very sensitive and interesting topic, which is why self-confidence fails without self-identity. Why self-confidence fails without self-identity. Let's get right into it. We live in a world that constantly tells us to be confident, speak louder, stand taller, believe in yourself. But many people discover something painful. Confidence alone is unstable. One failure can shake it. One rejection can weaken it. One season of loss can make it disappear. Why? Because self-confidence without self-identity is like building a house without a foundation. Today we are talking about why self-confidence feels without self-identity and how knowing who you are changes everything. Confidence is often based on achievement, appearance, approval, skills, or even success. But identity is deeper than that. Identity answers questions like, who am I when nobody applauds me? Who am I when I fail? Who am I when life changes? A confident person who lacks identity becomes fragile, but a person with identity can remain steady even when confidence is tested. Let me share a short story with you. There was a young man named Daniel who was known for being extremely confident. He spoke well, dressed sharply, and motivated everyone around him. On social media, people admired him. He seemed unstoppable. Then one day, he lost his job unexpectedly. Within weeks, everything changed. He stopped posting online. He avoided people. He questioned his words. Why? Because his confidence was built on performance, not identity. One evening, Daniel visited his grandmother. She listened quietly as he explained how he lost everything and how he felt. Then she asked him one question. If the job gave you value, who were you before you got it? That question changed him. He realized he had spent years building confidence in what he did, but never understanding who he truly was. Over time, Daniel rebuilt his life, not around applause this time, but around identity. Discovered that his worth did not begin with success and would not end with failure. That is the difference between confidence and identity. One of the greatest examples of identity in the Bible is Jesus Christ. Before Jesus performed miracles publicly, before the crowds followed him, before the ministry expanded, God spoke identity over him. In Matthew chapter 3, verse 17, God said, "This is my beloved Son, in whom I am well pleased." Notice this happened before Jesus had publicly accomplished anything miraculous. His identity came before performance, and that matters because immediately after this moment, Jesus was tempted in the wilderness, and one of Satan's first attack was against his identity. He said, "If you are the Son of God." The enemy questioned identity first. Why? Because when identity is unstable, confidence collapses easily. Now, why do we think self-confidence alone fails? Number one is confidence based on success disappears during failure. If your confidence comes only from winning, failure will destroy your peace. Number two, confidence based on people's opinion changes constantly. See, people celebrate you today and criticize you tomorrow. Another thing is confidence without identity creates comparison. You constantly compete because you do not know your unique value. Number four, identity creates stability. When you know who you are, challenges may shake your emotions, but they cannot erase your worth. Now, what is the difference between confidence and identity? Confidence says, I believe I can do this. Identity says, I know who I am even if I fail. Confidence can rise and fall. Identity anchors you. Healthy confidence should grow from healthy identity. Now, let's answer a few uncomfortable questions. Ask yourself, who am I without my title? Who am I without validation? What defines my worth? Am I chasing approval because I lack identity? These questions are uncomfortable, but they will reveal the truth. Let me encourage someone listening to me. You do not need to build your life on temporary things. Your identity is not your salary. It's not your relationship status, your followers on social media, your appearance, or your mistake. From a biblical perspective, your identity begins with being created and loved by God. When identity becomes clear, confidence becomes healthier, calmer, and more resilient. If confidence is the fruit, then identity is the root. And a tree cannot survive long if the roots are weak. So before trying to appear confident, spend time discovering who you truly are, because the strongest people are not always the loudest people. Oftentimes, they are simply the people who know who they are. I hope this episode blessed you as much as it blessed me. Please do well to like and share this episode. And remember, to not build confidence first, build identity first, and confidence will grow from it naturally. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.